Joining us now to talk about the media, the last administration and the current one, Larry Kudlow, President Trump's former top economic advisor, now the host of Kudlow on Fox Business Network, airing daily at 4 p.m. Eastern and again at 7. Larry, interesting name for the show, very succinct, I must say. On your first program, you interviewed your former colleague from Treasury, Steve Mnuchin. You said that President Biden is following a hate Trump progressive agenda. Do you see your role as defending the Trump policies that you worked on and being tough on the new administration?
Well, look, it's not exactly breaking news. I'm a free enterprise, private enterprise, supply-sider who believes in lower taxes and regulations and energy and fair and reciprocal trade. You know, I believe sincerely, this goes 30 or 40 years back when I first worked for President Reagan, those are the kinds of things that will generate a great economy, put people back to work, give us long-lived prosperity. Now, if President Biden followed something close to that script, I would be much more affirmative, and I would like that. By the way, it doesn't have to be Democrats versus Republicans. I'm a former Democrat as a Republican now, but unfortunately, I think in the interview with Steve Mnuchin talked about this a bit. I think they've moved very rapidly towards a progressive left position on a lot of these issues. I don't like what I see on energy.
On that? That's why we have elections. Didn't he campaign on a pretty progressive platform?
Yes, he did. Okay, but he then tried to temper it, as you well know, with, you know, talk about unity. There was some talk about moving to the center, that there'd be more balance. It wouldn't be a far-left progressive agenda. Unfortunately, in the early weeks, what do we got, a month here, it has been a left progressive agenda. He's going after the energy sector. You saw some of the consequences in Texas. That's just the tip of the iceberg. He's overturning Trump policies with respect to immigration. We had border calm. Now we're back to border chaos. His whole immigration program, I think, is very poor. One of the worst things I've seen is with respect to the Iranian deal. It looks like he wants to revisit a new deal, new nuclear deal with Iran. Those, I think, are huge mistakes. I mean, the question here is, look, first, will Biden reverse Trump policies just because it's an obsession? Will he essentially cut off his nose to spite Trump? Or is he really going to listen to a broader, more diverse group of folks who will make this economy really hum? The economy is poised to roar. We're very close, as the Johns Hopkins doctor wrote, we're very close to herd immunity.
Let me just jump in, because I think it's fair to point out that Donald Trump also reversed a lot of Obama policies. But last month, while you were still in the White House, you offered some criticism of Donald Trump's post-election conduct leading up to the January 6th riot at the Capitol. Were you disappointed in what he did?
Yes, I did. I said that. I was disappointed. I was critical. It doesn't mean I don't admire President Trump. It doesn't mean that I didn't have a job of a lifetime under President Trump and enjoyed it, and we got along very well. But yes, see, my view, Howie, in short, has been, and I've said this publicly many times, after the Electoral College certified the election, I would have greatly preferred that President Trump then pivot and talk about his achievements on the economy, on foreign policy, on trade, and so forth, because they were consequential achievements. He's actually generated 2 recoveries, pre-pandemic and now during the pandemic. That's the way I wish he had gone. He didn't go that way. He criticized Mike Pence and so forth. Now that's then, okay, we'll see. But yes, I was somewhat disappointed in that, and as were others of my colleagues who served in the Trump administration.
Yeah, but you chose to stay on while a few others resigned. Now, look, you were a CNBC commentator for